ஹியூமன் இயர் அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸான ஒரு சிஸ்டம். இந்த சிஸ்டமோட மெக்கானிசமை ஒரு சிம்பிளான ஒரு ஒர்க்கிங் மாடல் மூலமாக நம்மளோட பிபிடி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் ராமகிருஷ்ணா இன்ஸ்டியூட் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. இவங்க ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ண இந்த மாடலுக்கு பெஸ்ட் இன் மெமரபிலிட்டி அப்படிங்கிற அவார்ட் ஒரு 45+ காலேஜஸ் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ண ஒரு இன்டர் காலேஜியேட் மீட் மூலமாக கிடச்சிருக்கு. அப்படி என்ன அதில் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம இந்த வீடியோவில் பார்க்கலாம்.
I am Lakshana Gauri from Sri Ramakrishna College of Physiotherapy, and our model is about sound conduction. Basically, the ear has three parts: the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. The outer ear consists of the helix, the pinna, and the external acoustic meatus. The external acoustic meatus continues as the ear canal or the internal acoustic meatus, and this connects the outer ear with the middle ear. The middle ear consists of the eardrum or the tympanic membrane and the three ossicles, namely the malleus, incus, and the stapes. The inner ear consists of the cochlea, and from which arises the eighth cranial nerve called the vestibular cochlear nerve. The vestibular cochlear nerve, as its name indicates, has two parts: the vestibular nerve, which supplies the cochlea and the semicircular canal, and the cochlear nerve, which is primarily responsible for conduction of impulses to the temporal lobe. The temporal lobe has three gyruses: the superior temporal gyrus, the middle temporal gyrus, and the inferior temporal gyrus. And within this lies the functional areas responsible for hearing. And now comes Harshita of our team to explain the working of the project.
I'll be explaining about the working of the ear. So let's start from the outer ear. We hear sounds from the external environment that is taken through the ear. It travels through the ear canal or the auditory canal until it hits the eardrum. So once the sound has hit the eardrum, it creates a vibration. This vibration then passes over to the bones of the middle ear, which are also called as the ossicles of the ear. The job of these ossicles is to amplify the sound. Once the vibration is amplified, it then passes on to the cochlea. Cochlea is a fluid-filled structure which the sound waves are passed. Cochlea contains tiny hair-like structures which creates a rippling effect around the sound. This rippling effect creates sound waves that passes through the cochlear nerve, which is the eighth cranial nerve of our brain, until it reaches the temporal lobe of the brain. The vibration is then here and we respond to it. Let us discuss about the types of deafness.
I'm Tendril. Now let's see about deafness. There are two types of deafness: conductive deafness and sensory neural deafness. Conductive deafness occurs when there is any problem in transferring of sound waves from the environment to the inner ear. In the conductive deafness, the sensory system may work properly, but there is some disturbance in the traveling of sound waves. The causes of conductive deafness are listed here. For example, if there is any debris in the auditory canal, the sound may not travel to the inner ear. Now let's see about sensory neural deafness.
Hi, I am Kavinaya. Let us see about the sensory neural deafness. This type of deafness occurs in the sensory organs of the nerve and over the cochlear nerve in the inner ear. The sound will reaches to the inner ear but can't send to the brain because of damage in the nerves. The causes are listed here. There are two types of tests: Renin test and Weber's test.